Under the hood, we have a
six left, corporates 9, 30, 4 left of the crest.
tour of the new GC8 1996 two-door coupe Impreza Beat. We need to get these wheels on ASAP. Well, let's start with under the hood, then we'll go for a ride later on. Under the hood, we have a 98 Forester swap. I bought this car from a mechanic, a machinist actually in Tucson, and he said he did the whole swap, and he knew everything about the car. He said he grinded off any bolts that were rusted and he couldn't get off. He said I won't find a single bolt on here, most likely within reason, that is stripped or seized or anything like that. It's like, I've gone through the whole car, it runs, it drives, it has AC, believe it or not. But this is your classic boxer. He's got an intake, I don't remember from what car, but this is just basically your 98 EJ25D. And he put an eBay unequal length header, so it does have some rumble to it. You've got a new battery right here, washer fluid, looks like the master cylinder, alternator, radiator right here, just listing this off for people who are unaware. We've got our oil fill, we've got our oil check right there, we've got our coolant tank, we've got our lights right here. Everything seems to be intact. You can see our unequal length header like right there. We've got our oil pan here. All the bushings and the whole front end are from the Forester. Everything pretty much bolted up, he said. From everything I'm learning on these cars, everything pretty much just bolts right up with minor modification. Now, he said someone tried to steal these wheels off the car, so he put these steel wheels on, and we need to get those swapped over ASAP. But I definitely need to find like this plastic piece right here. We're going to pull the whole entire engine out. We're going to paint everything. We're going to get down to every detail. We're going to get rid of this little antenna right here. We're going to remove the molding on the sides. You name it. This car is going to be my next baby. You even go down here, and this is all intact. I don't see any rust, anything to be worried about. This car seems like it was in Arizona its whole life. And I didn't even know that this is the same color that Bucky Lassick bought when he got his. I found that out last night after getting it. I was like, oh, that's funny. I literally bought the same car. So he set the standards. He's kind of the inspiration behind what this car can be. He brought it to my attention. I saw that car in person at CB Fest. Let's look at the back here. She just needs to be cleaned up, do all the body work. But when I say cleaned up, like, there's leaves. This thing's been sitting outside. The key is separate for the hatch and the doors. In here, we got to get all the sound deadening out. He actually gave me an extra 5-speed transmission. This is the transmission he gave me. Said it should work. Basically got this for free. Since he's a machinist, he gets quite a bit of stuff. So it's kind of an interesting story on this car. Let's take a look inside and pull it out. Definitely not a looker yet, but I hope you guys see the potential that I see. If anyone out there has GC8, GC knowledge, drop it in the comments. Your boy needs all the help he can get. Just want to give you guys a view of the outside before we get in and go for a ride. But it's gonna be interesting. Like this door, it's got door dings, etc. That's gonna be fun to bondo. This is gonna be a great project. Looks like it has a little bit of a gouge right here and then this has a little mark right here on this panel. So to my knowledge, the only has a salvage title because it was hit on the side. This was replaced. If you look in here, there's a weld inside the quarter panel. That seems to be the only thing that's wrong with the car. But for being a $2,000 car that runs and drives and has air conditioning, I'll take it. It's actually perfect because I do not have the funds right now to do a full STI swap, which we'll probably have to get a donor car, or I'll see what kind of parts I can get together. But at least the car runs and drives. I can probably afford the body kit in like a month, and I have all the time in the world to get the body in good shape and then start installing the wide body, which will be my first time, which will actually be great on this car because it's pretty simple. And we can have a rad looking car and then do all the fast parts and the good mechanical parts after. But I still do plan on painting the whole entire thing in and out, removing the motor, etc. The car hasn't even been registered in like 2 years at least, but it's been operating for a while. This is what the dash looks like. Apparently this is some special digital gauge setup. I have no clue. The shifter's pretty sloppy. Down here, it's just a rug on the floor. Plastic's all here from the Forester probably. Our e-brake does work. The back seat's pretty gross, gotta remove all that. This is the door panels from the Forester and all. He cut them out right here so it can fit right here. Look at all that dust flying out of there. Clutch is exactly how you would think. It's soft, predictable, and just works. And actually it works pretty well. Steering feels fine. 105 out right now in Arizona. Oh, we got a neutral. It's really easy to check. Our lights do work. Turn those off. You can kind of see where it looks kind of ghetto with the door panels. There is no seatbelt, so that makes me kind of nervous, but we're not going very far. Our windshield is horrendous. Our temp gauge actually works. Our fuel gauge says E, that's why we're going to the gas station. And our odometer from our Forester says we have 118,000 miles in the car, but it's definitely more than that. I don't even know which side my gas thing is on. I've barely spent any time with this car. Oh, it is on this side. It's actually super rad driving with the hood scoop, like so close to you. This car just feels like a really small version, which it is a really small version of the newer WRXs. It's because it all stems from the Impreza. So I definitely appreciate how nimble and different, and it makes this feel like a race car rather than like a fun four-door sedan, you know what I mean? Got to treat her right. Whoa. What's that? Not even a gallon? Is it one of those cars that triggers it early? It must be full. Let's hope. I know I can at least make it all 3 gallons. Imagine a Tome right here. Phew. It feels very lightweight. Brakes work pretty good. Any cops to check our registration? Just by my house, I think it's legal anyways. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This thing's fun to drive, dude. It's the lightest Subaru ever. Got the RS wheels on now. Car definitely looks better. Doesn't look as cheap. Looks rally-ish now. Wow. I'm actually surprised how much that changed. Well, there you have it. Here is our latest project. Here is a salute to a long journey and a lot of learning, a lot of body work. Our first wide body install will be for sure this car. Let me know what you guys want to see first. Let me know in the comments if you have any knowledge. If you're new here, we're all about building confidence in the garage. That's what the Karma Speed brand on the channel is all about, learning everything we can about each specific sports car model from before buying it to after getting it, DIY modifying in the garage ourselves, and this one we're taking it and pushing ourselves. Check out the playlist on the screen. I'll see you there. Peace. It's the afternoon now. The car looks so much better. With these wheels on it, it looks more classic. Nice. Let's get the gold powder coated STI wheels on this. I gotta get a hub adapter.
I love you like la 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 la.